What happens to the owners of the company, that is the equity shareholders, when a company becomes bankrupt? Hello, everybody. I'm your learning partner Sushila Hariharan, and if you're interested in a career in investment banking, trade life cycle, hedge funds, and OTC derivatives, do subscribe to my YouTube channel where we provide content centric, research focused videos on these topics. So, let us understand what happens when a company becomes bankrupt. When a company becomes bankrupt, it must file for bankruptcy proceedings, and then it goes and approaches the court for filing these bankruptcy proceedings. Sometimes bankruptcy is enforced on them by the lenders of the company if the lenders haven't received their payments for a few months. For example, banks have given a loan to the company, but the company has not paid even the interest for many, many months together. In such a case, we find that the lenders take the company for liquidation. And once they take the company for liquidation, there is a priority stack that is followed for payouts. What is the priority stack? Let's learn more. The first priority stack is the assets of the company are sold off. Now, when the assets of the company are sold off, who is paid first? The senior bondholders or the secured lenders are paid out first. Why? Because obviously they have the security of the asset. If they have the security of the asset by way of collateral, then when the company goes into liquidation, it is quite obvious that the lenders who are having the collateral for the asset will sell off the asset and they will try to clear off the debts. So, when the assets are seized and liquidated, then it is the senior creditors, senior bondholders, or secured creditors who are paid out first. After the payment has been made to all the senior bondholders, then the next level of creditors are yet to be paid. These are the unsecured bondholders. So the secured bondholders are paid out first, and then from the proceedings of liquidating the assets, the subordinated bondholders are paid out. So we have senior bondholders and then we have the subordinated bondholders. The subordinated bondholders are paid out only after fully paying the senior bondholders. Now, generally speaking, at around this time, not much is left back for the equity shareholders and the preference shareholders. So, while the assets are liquidated, you must remember that a company is perhaps declaring bankruptcy because it's almost near negative net worth, or its net worth is almost zero, right? But still, there are owners of the company's shares. So, what is their priority? Their priority comes after payment of principal amount to the preference shareholders. Okay, so the first entity to be paid is the senior bondholders, then the subordinated bondholders, and then the preference shareholders. Once all these three entities are paid, only then equity shareholders are paid out. So the risk for the equity shareholder or not being able to receive anything on liquidation of the company is very high, and that is the risk of ownership. All right. So when a company goes into liquidation and the assets of the company are liquidated, there are so many entities who have to be paid out first, and only whatever is left back is paid out to the equity shareholders. Yes, truly, equity shareholders take so much more risk because when they are falling in the priority stack, they are the last in the priority stack. Yeah, so the owner has to first pay off the senior creditors, the subordinated creditors, preference shareholders, and only then what is left back has to be distributed amongst the shareholders. Generally, nothing much is liquidated, nothing much is left, and the shares are written down to zero value. This is the priority stack claim which applies to companies that have filed for bankruptcy and that are under liquidation.